Could your favorite hobby actually be keeping you from landing your dream job? We often hear that pursuing our hobbies is essential for a balanced life. It's commonly believed that engaging in activities we love can boost our mood, reduce stress, and even help us discover new passions. But what if I told you that sometimes our hobbies can have an unintended consequence? What if they hold us back from achieving our career goals? If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you more content like this. Think about it. When was the last time you skipped work or school to play video games, watch movies, or practice your favorite sport? I'm not saying these things are bad, but when they start interfering with our responsibilities, that's when we need to take a step back. Our hobbies can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, they bring us joy and fulfillment. On the other hand, they can distract us from our long-term goals. It's a delicate balance, and one that many of us struggle to maintain. I've spoken to people who have put their hobbies on the back burner to focus on their careers, only to feel unfulfilled and restless. And I've also met people who have pursued their passions at all costs, only to find themselves struggling financially or feeling stuck in their personal lives. So how do we know if our hobby is holding us back? And what do we do if it is? Let's take a look at some real-life examples. Meet Emma, a talented artist who always dreamed of becoming a graphic designer. She spent most of her free time painting and drawing, and her friends and family encouraged her to pursue art as a career. Emma's parents were supportive of her passion, but they also urged her to get a stable job to fall back on. Emma struggled to balance her creative pursuits with the demands of a 9-to-5 job. She felt torn between her love for art and her desire for financial security. As time went on, Emma began to feel overwhelmed and uncertain about her future. She wasn't alone. Many people struggle to balance their hobbies with their professional ambitions. Take Jack, for instance. He was a skilled musician who worked part-time as a music teacher. Jack's passion for music was undeniable, but he found it challenging to make ends meet. He had to make some tough choices about how to allocate his time and energy. Jack's story is a familiar one. He loved playing music, but he also needed to pay the bills. He began to wonder if his hobby was holding him back from achieving his career goals. Was he using his passion as an excuse to avoid the uncertainty of a new career path? These are questions that many of us can relate to. As we explore the relationship between hobbies and careers, we'll encounter more stories like Emma's and Jack's. We'll examine the internal conflicts they faced and the choices they made. We'll also discuss the emotions and stakes involved in their decisions. For Emma, the turning point came when she landed an internship at a prestigious design firm. She was thrilled, but she also realized that she had to make some significant changes to her lifestyle. She had to prioritize her job over her hobby, at least for a while. This decision wasn't easy for her, but it ultimately led to a more fulfilling career. The aftermath of Emma's decision was transformative. She learned to appreciate her hobby in a new light and found ways to incorporate it into her career. She discovered that her passion for art could be a strength in her job rather than a distraction. Her story serves as a reminder that our hobbies and careers don't have to be mutually exclusive. In fact, they can complement each other beautifully. When we find a balance between our passions and our profession, we can experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment. So, what can we learn from Emma's and Jack's experiences? How can we apply their insights to our own lives? As you reflect on your own experiences and choices, I encourage you to consider the relationship between your hobbies and career. Are there any areas where you feel like your hobby might be holding you back? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more topics like this, check out our next video on personal growth and fulfillment.